Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah if you are new here. Today I'm going to take you around just a stay-at-home mom day in the life basically. I have some cleaning to do, some stuff to get done. I started my day this morning by spilling my coffee. Moment of silence for that. It was like the best coffee I had made in weeks too. It was so good. I am sad and to prevent myself from moping around the house because of spilt coffee, I am getting my camera out and we're gonna get some stuff done today. First gonna start in the bedrooms because we haven't even made the beds yet. The kids still need to get dressed. I got myself ready. I spilt my coffee and that's about all I've done today. I did make Anthony breakfast before he went to work today, so the kitchen is kind of a disaster as well. And I'm behind on homeschool planning, so I know we're gonna at least do that. But go ahead, come along with me today. We'll see how much we can get done. Don't forget to subscribe before we get into it. A lot of my viewers are not subscribers. Hit the little subscribe button. Okay, let's go. We're gonna go ahead and get started in the bedroom. I do like to open up the blinds every day, and we have these paper shades and I hate them. I hate them with everything in my body. But the alternative is this like plasticky stuff that we've used that kind of sticks with command strip type Velcro things, which is great. It definitely blocks out all of the light, but it is also a pain to open every day if I want the window open. So I'm just sticking with the paper blinds. I don't think my kids actually have an issue sleeping. They can sleep, in any sort of light source room, but I need it pitch black. I need it to feel like I'm in the depths of a cave and I will never see the light of day again. Anyway, so making the bed and then moving into the other bedroom and making that bed, and my kids were being so crazy and they were hitting the tripod, and this was just not a great day. Anyway, I realized that the diapers needed to be filled, so I went ahead and did that while I was in there. And then we had to do school, and this doesn't really have to do with school, but I had to keep this clip in of Ryder just snuggling his baby. No context. There was no sound going on at this point. He was just having a really good time. Anyway, we got started with school. We do the calendar every day. Ryder knows these little numbers, but then once we get up into the 20s, he's very confused. But our homeschool curriculum actually has only taught him through 6, so I call that a win. We do the days of the week, the months of the year. He likes the solar system, so we go ahead and throw that in there too. And Noah, you can see, is just coloring away on his whiteboard. And then this is what a page of our curriculum looks like if you are curious. Here you can see Noah was using his right hand, but before he was using his left hand. I don't think he's decided yet. After school, though, I went up and had to clean up the kitchen after breakfast. Like I said, I had made Anthony breakfast this morning, so it was just a little messier than normal. Plus, I still had the mixer out because I washed it and then didn't tuck it away and all of the things, Stuff, just one little thing didn't get done, but then it piles up. So I just needed a clean slate. The stovetop was dirty. I know it needs a good scrubbing, but today's not that day. And tomorrow won't be either. Do you guys put your appliances away all the time, like your mixer or your toaster? I do. We put it down below in a cupboard. This kitchen has enough space that I am lucky to be able to do that. Before, we used to store it on like a microwave stand, basically, and just tuck everything out of the way, but we don't leave it on the counter. And then moving on to the dishwasher, and I have to unload everything and put it on the counter before I can actually put it away because the dishwasher blocks all of the cupboards, but the counter was filled with dirty dishes, so I had to put it on the other counter before I could actually do anything with it. And then getting the dishwasher, filled again with the dirty dishes. We had also had banana bread, and that's what that big pan is for. So then all of the dishwasher was basically full already, and it wasn't even lunchtime. I did have some things I had to hand wash because I don't put my pots and pans in the dishwasher. So I did that. I decided to go ahead and clean out the sink while I'm at it. And then I also made the kids lunch during this time. So they were already eating while I was cleaning off the sink. By this point, they were eating lunch. That's how it felt like my day was going so fast, yet so slow. Like I wasn't actually doing anything. I've been having my protein coffee in the morning, and then I'm not hungry for lunch at lunchtime with the boys. So they usually just eat while I work on other things, but I like to stay in the kitchen or dining room so that I'm right there with them. Look out, here she comes, the woman that I love. By the time they were done eating, the kitchen was clean and I could go ahead and get their plates cleaned up and get the table all cleaned up, and then we will move on to the laundry mountain. Also, like I said, we have banana bread and the boys made a mess, so I had to sweep it up midday, but I know that the floors aren't clean. That's because I needed to mop, but I wanted to wait until after they go to bed. Otherwise, it's just kind of pointless to mop in the middle of the day unless the mess is really bad. And I had spilled the coffee earlier, so I knew I was going to need to mop at the end of the day because everything was sticky anyway. Moving on to Mount Laundry. I had a lot of laundry. It was only one basket worth, but I had it shoved in there. I have told you guys a million times I'm really good at washing and drying, but then it just kind of sits in the baskets, and I'm a little lazy when it comes to folding and putting away. Honestly, can't tell you if it got put away this day. I do not remember. I just know that it sat in the laundry basket for a little bit. While I fold my laundry, I do also watch YouTube, which is what I'm staring at there at the table, so then I don't get bored, or I feel like laundry just feels like it takes forever. And if I'm watching something, at least then maybe it doesn't seem like it takes quite so long. But my gosh, it's just such a boring task, isn't it?
It's too bad she'll never know. Yeah, I can't tell her how I feel, because she has someone who makes her happy.
The lighting in here is crazy because my windows are open. Also, there's one of our Christmas trees. It was a pre-lit tree, and the top and the bottom still have the pre-lit lights, and then the middle are the lights that I put on, and you can totally tell. Nothing I can do about the lighting though. I'm gonna make dinner. Tonight we're doing like a, I don't know, you could probably call it stir fry, very similar to a stir fry. I have rice. I keep my rice in the freezer so that it doesn't get bugs. Jasmine rice. I'm gonna do jasmine rice and some chicken, peppers and onions. And then for Anthony, I have some crab rangoons. Cannot have them. Womp womp. So I'm just throwing my own thing together. Just so you know, not every soy sauce is gluten-free. You have to find one that's gluten-free. This is liquid aminos, and this is in fact gluten-free. So if that is an issue you deal with, please be careful. Okay, I was just going to do rice and, I was just gonna do peppers and onions and make them just separate from the chicken because Anthony doesn't like peppers and onions, but I have some broccoli and carrots in my fridge as well. That's like the broccoli's on the last day. So I'm gonna make those up and then throw it all together as well, and he can just pick these out of his. But what I was saying is I'm just throwing my own thing together. I don't have a recipe that I'm following, but I'm just gonna kind of do my own thing. I'll show you dinner, and that's probably going to be the last thing we'll do today. Okay, so again, I'm really sorry about the lights. There's nothing that I can do about it, except I could have closed the curtain, but then it would have felt dark in there. And it already starts to get dark so early that I did not want it to be any earlier than it already was. Just chopping up the vegetables. I did a rough chop on the broccoli and the carrots, and I actually did add some water to the bowl and steam them in the microwave for like, I don't know, 7-8 minutes before I add it to the stovetop here in a little bit that I'll show you, just because I like them soft before I start to saute them. You don't have to do that, but it's just my preference instead of putting them in the pan raw, and it makes the cooking process go a heck of a lot faster.
I'm a ghost in these walls, or at least I try to be. 'Cause I hope that I'm not showing how I feel for her, but she won't feel the same for me. I've got this picture in my mind. It's just the two of us, just the two of us. But I know I have to try to let her go, because she won't be mine. I listen when she talks, I watch her when she walks.
I did 1 whole cup of rice, and I should have done about half of this, but I do rinse my rice as long as I remember. There's a few times that I forget to do this. And I just do equal parts rice and water, maybe a touch more water when I'm cooking my rice. Also, if I had like open chicken broth or something and I needed to use the rest of it, I would mix that with water to get to the liquid amount that I need. And I just put that on the stovetop, bring it to a boil. Once it's boiled, bring it down to once it's boiling, bring it down to a simmer and simmer for 15 minutes and then cut the heat on it. And then chopping up the chicken. You could make this as chicken breast and then chop it afterwards. I just wanted to make it easy on myself for cooking, like to make sure that it was cooked all the way through and not dry on the outside and still like raw on the inside, which can happen sometimes if you pan fry a whole chicken breast. And then seasoning the chicken, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and some ginger. I'm really annoyed at my onion powder because it has the like shake top with the big holes. Why? But I need a small one somehow. In the other pan, I have the onions and the peppers, and I put those in and let them cook for a little bit, and then added in the broccoli and the carrots, and then go back in and add in the rice that it was done cooking at this point, and then adding in some of the liquid aminos. I also, to the chicken, added some sesame oil, rice vinegar, and liquid aminos, and then just combine it all together. And then I serve mine with a little bit of sriracha on top to give it a little spice. Anyway, that's all I have to share with you today. Quick little video here. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. Hit the bell so that you can be notified anytime I upload a video. Like, share, do all of the things to help push my videos out. I'm really trying to grow my channel and get over that 1,000 mark. Thanks again for being here, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.